He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Seahawks and the Lions on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
Absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you got the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
It's not so much that he was able to throw for over 400 yards in last week's game, Mike, but it's the fact that he made it look so easy. Every time he touched the ball, it seemed like they were just up and down the field with very little resistance, and he doesn't necessarily have to repeat that type of production this week, but it certainly wouldn't hurt their chances of winning if he's somehow able to do so.
That's good for 27 and a first down. Play action now. It's Geno. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Geno.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now this looks like a design run, and he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit, far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
From the gun, it's Goff. Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
The Seahawks offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. An incompletion.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That is caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He's to the 10. The speed on display. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their 2nd possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He's going to try it here again. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this This is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll go play action. It's Smith. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 10-7 is the score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Walker. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Smith. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he will get into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Myers now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will get out in front, 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A big loss of the play. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, Smith. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Now Walker. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Two minutes to go here, till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's caught by Gibbs. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are back within a score. It's now 17-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, here's Gino to throw.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks move out to a 24-10 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Goff to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Rayshon Jenkins. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Drake London, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, a touchdown catch in the victory. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He connects with St. Brown. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
On 1st down is Smith. Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now, Gino. This one snagged by Smith and Jigba. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. From the gun, it's Gino. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Lions 10. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls, it's been intermediate shots, it's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Gino to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
1st down, Seahawks.
Working out of the gun, Smith. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So, of course, you on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. They'll try it now with Walker. And he's going to have the Seahawks first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches. From the shotgun, Smith. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. Back to the air, it's Smith. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down. Here's Gino. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. Let's go back through their earlier possessions, and a lot of them, Greg, have ended with the defense going the other way.
And there's no greater indicator in the NFL of success in terms of wins and losses than the turnover battle. And we've seen so many statistics and charts. We can go on and on. The simplest way to say, if you protect the ball, your chance of winning goes up. If you don't protect the ball, your chance of winning goes down. So here they have 3 interceptions, losing fumbles. It's really been a meltdown by multiple guys all across this offense.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, a loose football. But he'll gather it back in.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Goff. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the back.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Seahawks offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's Smith. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll run the toss with Walker. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Seattle. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. And I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Goff to throw on 1st down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll spin his way forward for a gain of a... Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet in bounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. To throw is Fields. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. He'll be stopped just a short gain, down to the 30. Fields now on 2nd down. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They go play action with Fields. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to...
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 49.
Throwing, Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions cut into the lead a little bit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. And it's looking like 4-0 might be in the cards. Looking to finish off a perfect September as they're going to start this drive. 1st and 10. Fields. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Next to score, Seahawks 55, Lions 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And Good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Witherspoon with a tight coverage as he knocks it away. A second down throw for Goff. This one caught by Patrick. He'll be a little short of that first down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Goff to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from downtown Detroit.